Collective, welcome back to my channel. 707 Light Sage Tarot. That pause was not intentional. There's some noise outside the neighborhood, and so I was just listening. It might pick up on the camera, so just giving you a quick heads up. Someone has been playing their music today, enjoying themselves, which is good, right? So the neighbors are celebrating something. They're feeling good, and it's spilling over, but it's all good. It's no worries on this end. It's been a restful day for the most part. I pray that this video finds you with good health and strength in your being, focus, peace of mind, and calm. All right, let's see what Divine Source Elohim has for the collective. All right, so stability. If you haven't seen that, let me pull it up a little bit further. Closer, rather. Stability. Number 8. Maybe you've been working towards creating more stability in your life. This could be in your home or in your work situation or even in relationships. So we have stability as the first card out. Just remember, with stability, it does take a sense of dedication. It takes a sense of loyalty and faith to be consistent, to work on whatever you've been given or tasked with, to see the end product, or to see the change, okay? Where it's something that you can look back and be proud of, okay? I don't know if you were in a space where there was a lot of rockiness or just instability, and finally you're getting into the space of ease, perhaps, and flow. And maybe that's what you've been manifesting. It looks like it's finally grounding. You've had to stand your ground also against whatever challenges, other energies, perhaps yourself, okay? Let's say if you had a double mind, you were trying to go in two different directions, you had to be focused. And so it's a sense of like testing your loyalty. Your loyalty was tested in an area, and you're coming out with the gold star, the gold ribbon, victorious, basically saying, okay, you have been able to conquer this task or this test. We have number 7 and 8 out here. You could have been born in 78 or 87. One represents the earth, the ground, right? And one represents the water. So definitely water and earth, that does bring a sense of balance. So even if you are someone that is more earthy in nature, you like your comfort, you like to be in a certain space. I'm getting like the hermit, right? Maybe you don't go out as much. Maybe you're learning how to come outside of that rigid stance, because look how rigid this person is standing. Okay, right? A bit guarded even. And even the armadillo has that shell. That's a sense of guarding oneself or protecting oneself from something. All right. The sun is in the back. So there's some change that's happening. It's bringing in more vitality. So you leave, let's say if you were in this stance, you leave that stance and you're coming into more flow with the water energy. And that's producing a sense of more stability. Even though water, we know water is not a solid structure. It's when you infuse both the water and the earth elements together, as far as your actions, what I'm talking about, or energetically, it balances you out more. It's like you're not having one more over the other. Everything is done in moderation. You may like sea turtles, or you may enjoy going by the water a lot. Okay, so there's some lessons that someone has been learning, how to bring balance to oneself, how to be more stable in their efforts, in their work, whatever it is that you commit yourself to. Okay, we have leader on the bottom. So people are going to be recognizing this. Your leadership skills are going to be recognized, or is being recognized or being acknowledged with the flowers. So someone is seeing you as a leader. Okay, you're showing up as a leader. You're taking charge of something. Okay, this is secrets. Okay, so maybe you were hiding something about yourself that right now you're not, like, you're no longer hiding, you're no longer pretending, you're no longer feeling the need to put up a guard against something that you once were guarded. So for instance, if you have a past that is not that a picture perfect, maybe you don't tell everybody about your past, and for fear of being judged, but at this point it doesn't bother you anymore. The cycles that you've gone through, you're proud about what you've learned and what you've accomplished over the years. This is a journey. This is something that you have experienced over time, learning how to bring more stability within yourself, being very poised and very balanced in whatever environment that you may come in contact with. Okay, so you could have been guarded towards different connections that you were in, not wanting to talk about things, not wanting to share information as readily. We have creation. Something new that maybe you've been working on. Okay, you may have been working on something new, and you may have been protecting it, feeling the need to protect it for whatever reason. I don't know. Observation on the bottom with the number 25. We'll put that down for a minute. So someone could be observing this stance that you've taken, how quiet you are. Remember I mentioned the hermit, someone who doesn't go out that much, someone that maybe keeps a lot of things to themselves, things that you're working on, your creation. And it's important that you did this for a season, because you needed to make sure that it was uninterrupted, right? Seems like you were building confidence also. Maybe you didn't have confidence before, and maybe a lot of people didn't know that. And this is something that is like fake it until you make it type of energy. So you've made it, right? You've gained the confidence that you needed in a situation. You've gained the stability that you were looking for, and you feel very strong in it now with that grounded energy. Very secure stance. Something about your ideas. Something that you may have been working on for a while. It's your responsibilities, it's your work, it's your service. It's something that you're doing, that you've done, something that you do on a regular. Maybe it's a literal full-time job. Maybe you're getting recognized in your job. Maybe these connections, like you're making the right connections with these jobs. You're making them more stable. Okay, so you're making more stable connections in your work environment. Okay. All right, you're connecting better. You're making better connections. You know who you want to be around, and you know who you do not want to be around. Okay, And you will only be around individuals that are trustworthy. You're going to keep everything to yourself. You're not going to share or expose yourself, okay? Until you know more about a situation. So you've learned this through the cycles that you've transited already, okay? Your energy is coming out very balanced, very stable at this time, whoever I'm connecting with. We have good luck. You may have been seeing ladybugs. It's a sign of good luck. So luck is on your side. That just means like fortune. Things are working out in your favor at this time. You've learned how to move away from negative people or the naysayers. You've learned how to have more confidence within yourself, even if no one is backing you, and even if it's not showing up initially. You've learned how to be loyal with your creations, and that's bringing in that reward that you've desired or that you've been aiming for. You've been getting divine guidance this whole time. Whether you realize it or not, you're being guided. The path that you were on is guided, okay? Frogs, you may see frogs a lot. When I see the frogs, it can speak about like abundance as well. The dragonfly. For me, the dragonfly is definitely guidance. But I noticed the frog is, it looks like it's eating on the dragonfly, right? It has the dragonfly's tail in its mouth. So initially, perhaps you were not ready because you didn't have the proper either skill set or even confidence level, or you weren't willing to be flexible in something, okay? You've learned how to maybe put on different skin or thicker skin. So that you could be successful in this position. Like the frog starts out in the water, right? Like we had the water come out first, and you know, they develop whatever they develop, whether it be the gills or the ability to, you know, breathe on the water, and then they become land animals pretty much. And so they go through various cycles in their transformation, and they adapt to their environment, right? And so you've learned how to be adaptable. You've learned how to put on a different skin, so to speak, so that you can stand in your strength, stand in your power. And this is how you were fashioned, or this is how you were made, or the circumstances that you went through was there to fashion and mold you to be who you are today. Like the frog doesn't say, hey, I want to start out in water and then I want to go on land. This is just how divine source created, you know, that species. So it's just the same premise. A lot of things that we go through, we may not want to go through it, or we may not say like, okay, this is how I want to look. You may not have an idea of the end result. Like you'll start out one way, and then as time progresses, you find out that, wow, you are stronger than you thought. You are able to adapt. You are more flexible because you've learned how to adapt to your environment. So this is someone who may have gone through a lot of changes. Again, the cycle is out here. So multiple cycles, all right? You've learned how to protect yourself, right? Defense, scorpionic energy. And this is like the doorknob, okay? You know, you have to knock before you enter, and knock three times. There's a song, Scorpio. So another water energy, right? someone that can be very deep, someone that may not want people to see below the surface, right? Someone that could be very protective, okay? Protecting your work, okay? Or you have a lot of protection. You've learned how to protect yourself through these cycles, okay? Yes, through these cycles you've traveled from different spaces, different places within your existence. You know how to be all things and nothing at all. That just means basically you're okay with having the noise around you. You're okay with the loudness. You're okay with the multiple tasks, multitasking. You are able to do those things, and then you're okay when it's quiet and it's just you in solitude, or just independently working on something. So you can be all things and then not anything at all. So again, learning how to balance both aspects of yourself, learning what to reach for and learning what to put down. This has been a great protection for you in these transits. Speaking to someone who's definitely come into their leadership role, someone who's definitely done a lot of growth and development, definitely transformed in a very beautiful way. And because you've learned that, I'll put this leadership down right here, because you've learned how to stand in that leadership role, you're going to definitely see the benefits. Remember I said you were getting, like, you're getting your flowers, or you're getting your accolades, or you're getting acknowledged, or something that people are going to be seeing. But the thing is, you have seen this within yourself already. So because you see your worth, you see your value, because you've been loyal to the cause, whatever your purpose is, or whatever you've been tasked with, the energy is growing, okay? You're having more successful outcomes. Definitely a strong rebirth someone has undergone, okay? Definitely Scorpio energy again. I'm hearing Pluto. So maybe it was a bit hard initially for you to get out of some patterns, ways of being, but you've learned something to be stepping in a leadership role where you're going to be acknowledged for these strengths. Okay, people may look to you and ask you, well, hey, how did you become so stable? How did you become so successful in whatever it is that you're creating in your service? It's because you were committed, and it took a little, it was like small steps, but the steps were very consistent, gradually, right? Over time, okay? This is something that did not happen overnight. This is not an overnight success. This is for someone who's very committed to a cause, very faithful first to themselves and to divine source. Very loyal individual I'm picking up on right now. Very focused on the collective, but more so making sure that you yourself are aligned. Like that was your priority, to position yourself exactly where you needed to be, so that you can be a benefit to yourself first, and then to others, your family primarily, and then those that you connect with in your community. All right. What else? We have the Tower. All right. The Tower. If you don't see this now, there's a major shift that's happening in someone's life with the Tower coming out. Number 16 may be significant. Could be connected to your work again. You may be seeing 777. Let's get a couple more. What's with the Tower? Something about your ideas taking off, something you've been dreaming about, that's growing, right? Something that you've been dreaming about, thinking about, you haven't shared it. It's a secret, okay? You've held it very close to you, closed-lipped, okay? This is something that you have a lot of emotion for or towards. The Moon, okay? This could be something from your past that you desire to do from a child. So you may have had this thought, this vision from a child. Page of Cups, Six of Cups with the Moon. Clarify. Yeah, you've been planning or strategizing on how to maybe launch something, how to establish this, okay? You've been managing, learning how to bring balance to something. And you have with the Emperor. You finally, you succeeded in bringing balance to something that you've dreamed about. Temperance, you succeeded in bringing balance to something. Like you may have wondered, Page of Cups, whether or not you were able to ground this, right? This launch, right? Whatever this idea is that you're fond of, Six of Cups. You were able to do it. You will be able to do it. You have done it, okay? It wasn't easy, though. It wasn't easy. Five of Wands. It wasn't easy. These cycles that you've gone through, you've had to fight some in some capacity, some way, shape, or form. You had to fight. You had to overcome some challenges for sure. Five of Wands energy. Multiple people maybe have tried to get in your way. They may have tried to steal your fortune. They may have tried to block you. They may have tried to cause you to see things differently. There's the Hangman, right? They were trying to affect the way you were seeing yourself, okay? Maybe blocking your vision, giving you an obscure vision of yourself or your future because of maybe your past, okay? Something from your past may have been a challenge for you to overcome, okay? But you were able to move away from it, okay? Eight of Cups, right? You were able to move outside of this energy that was trying to cause you to be connected to this stalemate. Hangman. You figured something out, Hangman energy. You figured out how to move, like how to move with more discernment. Eight of Cups, you can look at it as like going within as well, and just like looking at everything that you have accomplished over the years or over a period of time, and seeing whether or not you want to continue. And after this assessment, it's like, no, there's something that I have to go back to the drawing board. I have to rework. I have to do something over. You may live by the seacoast for some of you. Someone loves seashells. Ace of Cups. All right, so you had to move away from some things that you were committing your heart to, and you discovered how to give it to yourself, right? All these cups that you were investing in something else or someone else, you decided that you're going to pour into yourself. You're going to give it all to you, right? Because you know your worth. This helped to protect your energy. This is even like maybe you're realizing how special you are as well. Yeah, Star. So someone is finally realizing how special they are, and because you're realizing your worth, your value, that is enabling you to defend yourself better or protect your energy more so, because defend sounds like you're trying to fight, but you're not fighting anything. Remember, you left that cup, those things, whatever was challenging you, the Five of Wands, you've left those things behind because your focus is on more positive outcomes. Ace of Cups is you giving, pouring into yourself, you realizing or recognizing, wow, maybe your spirituality, right, with the Star. Someone that is have strong faith, strong belief, someone that you may wish upon the Star. You may just be very hopeful in your prayers or in your let's say if you do affirmations, okay, self-love type energy. But the point is, let's say if you even had negative self-talk, you're not like how you're talking to how you speak to yourself now. It's completely different, okay? You're putting yourself in a different bracket based on how you treat yourself. And the energy that you give to yourself, like you're recognizing that you're a gift to others, but it's not prideful, very humble energy. This is enabling you to move forward, okay? Eight of Wands. So we have 8 out here, okay? Here's the first 8, this stable energy with the sea turtle and stability. You moving from something has brought in some more stability and forward movement. This could be communication. Again, I talked about positive self-talk. Also, if you're pouring into yourself, something that makes you happy, or you're just coming into a space where you're going to get more positive reassurance, positive feedback from something that you've done, something that you may have created. This is something that you are very protective of. You're not willing to share this. You've learned that some things are just for you. You don't have to share everything with the world. Okay. This is, wow, a balanced energy, the Lovers. This is for you. Whatever this represents for you, whether it be a partnership, whether it be just you coming into alignment with self, it's for you. This is something you're creating, something you've been working towards very diligently. It's almost like you let this go, but it's coming back to you. It's something that you let go that's coming back to you. When you think about like the star, I'm seeing the like the kite, right? If you let that string go, the kite is gonna fly away, right? But it's almost like you let that kite go and the source brings it right back to you, okay? Notice if I look at, hold on. If I look at these two, do you see how this has this string? It's like the stars, right? And the stars are surrounding this main energy source, right? The focal point, like a kite, right? It's similar to this, right? Without the string, but you still see the pattern of like a string. And then here is the moon. So this is like the sun. This is the moon, okay? So it's something that you've been creating, maybe in secret, that is going to be manifesting in the open with this world, right? You're seeing something now in your natural that perhaps was just a dream, a fantasy, a wish, a prayer, okay? You're finally seeing a creation that you develop. Think about a photographer and the film, the pictures that they take. They have to go into the dark room in order to create that film, to see the pictures. It's that type of energy, okay? There's something that you deserve, okay? And Three of Cups is here, like you're coming into agreement or into alignment with something that you're gonna love after a period of challenges and having to give up on certain dreams or aspirations. I'm seeing a lot of the cups out here more than the pentacles at this time. So it can definitely just be something that's going to bring in some emotional fulfillment for you. That's going to make you very happy. Whether it be news, message, something positive, something that's going to make you feel good. All right. Here's the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. So there was something you did have to let go, right? We talked about that already, right? So that's you letting go of something, okay? I can put it here, I suppose. Here's the 3 and the 5. That's 8 of Cups, right? Here's 8 of Cups, okay? Again, these are all cups. So there was something that you did have to release in the past that brought you a lot of joy. You were very close to it, with it, whether that be a space. And then here's you working. So if it was something you were creating in the past, a manifestation, you had to release it. Here's 8 again. So 8 is significant for someone. 8 of Pentacles is something that you were dedicated towards, very focused on, but you had to let go of it. There's a rebirth happening, right? There's a rebirth happening. Because you're manifesting this, okay? Here's another representative of the 8, representation with the infinity sign. But this is you pulling in everything that you know, that you have, using that to create something for your future, for yourself. Okay? You started seeing things, you shifted your perspective on something that you had to release. Your perception has shifted off of the way you used to see something from the past. As it was almost like you thought in the past, this is something may have not been attainable. Maybe you didn't think you were strong enough to connect with this or lean into something. And in addition, there were some challenges external to you, perhaps, or just how you were seeing yourself. Maybe this was all internal. I don't know. That has since shifted. I don't know what happened to shift it, but it has shifted. I talked about the Empress representing the manifestation of something that you've been creating. Notice the Emperor is already out here with the 2 of Pentacles and Temperance. So there's someone that could have been healing a situation, getting some balance, right? Maybe they didn't share certain things with you, if you want to look at it where you read it from someone else's point of view. And the Empress is here. Empress has also been healing, okay? And finally coming into alignment with self, okay? The Emperor and the Empress, they are a pair. Lovers also significant of divine match of some sort. And there is the King of Cups making his presence known at this time. Interesting. King of Cups, after I'm talking about possibly someone from the past, or someone did not share or think they were up to a task. Then here comes the King of Cups. Interesting. What's at the bottom? Yeah, 2 of Swords. Someone was a bit indecisive about a direction they wanted to go and they needed some more information. Okay, I was asking what shifted. So someone did not, they didn't say much. They kept a lot to themselves. Someone could have been grieving the loss of a close connection also, or is grieving the loss of a close connection that they traveled away from, or that someone traveled away from, okay? Someone is realizing that this is good luck or good fortune, or you are good luck or good fortune. Someone is seeing this at this time. Notice the cups, right? And here's a 7 of cups. So there's multiple cups here. There's only one here. So this person, we saw the 2 of swords already. Someone was trying to weigh their options, okay? 2 of pentacles, weighing your options, also trying to figure out maybe the best choice, right? Consideration, opportunities, okay? I do see 3 of swords on the bottom. This was very frustrating for someone, like not knowing, not fully understanding why someone may have walked away from maybe something that they were involved in for a while. So there's another party, that's another energy that I'm picking up on right now. That is a masculine for sure. And then there's a feminine energy over here. Okay, I'm going to clarify with another deck. We have the 9 of Wands. So someone definitely, it's like set some boundaries or something, like, this person is very certain about who they're gonna allow close or who they're gonna keep at a distance. This person is not willing to play. So maybe in the past, yeah, they're not giving away their energy to. So someone has started a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune here. They're not willing to compromise their standards or give away their energy, to anything, to anyone. Let's just clarify. Nine of Wands. Someone they've been fighting for something, and it's like coming to the end of your ropes where, you know, you're a bit tired, right? You know, exhausted even, fighting for something, fighting for someone, fighting for a cause. Maybe there's a cause you've been fighting for that you no longer want to fight for, the death, right? You don't want to fight for that anymore. Maybe you're creating something different. Yeah, so fighting for something, it's almost like fighting for your worth or your work to be, your work, fighting for your work. You don't have to do that anymore. If you were fighting for something, for someone to recognize your work, for you to be seen. Let's say if it was your worth, WORTH, okay? You don't do that anymore. You don't have to fight for things anymore. You don't have to struggle for things anymore, or you're not willing to do that. You've surrendered that. Someone has released that pattern or the need to do that. Maybe you used to get very jealous and you felt like you had to maybe compete for attention. So for someone in here, may the best man win type of scenario. But there's a room and there's a place for everyone. You just have to know your path. And it's like someone came into the understanding of their path and they're okay in their lane. And that's like, there's nothing else to explain regarding that 7 of Wands, right? There's nothing more to really do. It's just standing in the truth that you know to be your truth right now, being very stable in that energy, okay? You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to prove your work or your worth to anyone. What you do now, you do it out of love, self-love. You do it because it's what you feel you're led to do, what you're guided to do. You do it because you understand that you are the star. You embody the Empress energy, someone that is very abundant and very creative, very stable, within, right? You know how to give, you know how to receive. You're in a space where you're going to be receiving, though. Lovers with the Empress energy and the Ace of Cups and the Star. You may have given out a lot, but you're in the energy now where it's time for you to receive some gifts, some accolades, some praise, something. Something needs to come back to you. Something needs to come back to you. Here's the look. You've given out enough. Look at the money falling out of this person's pocket. Hanging upside down, right? Someone who was straddling the fence, perhaps, who was not willing to see things from a different perspective, a different view. That caused them to be entangled and trapped. Someone maybe has trapped themselves with maybe what they invested in. Even, okay, Knight of Pentacles, yeah, they invested in something that they feel very trapped in, okay? Or someone was trying to trap you up by getting you to invest or shaking something loose out of you, causing you to lose things. Like, let's say you're trying to save money, someone is causing you, like, putting more heavy burdens. I'm just looking at the weight and the chains around the ankle, causing you to feel stuck and heavy, like you can't move. And in the process of that, you're losing something valuable. Something valuable. Knight of Swords. This is shifting out of that, right? The sword cutting through that, cutting the chains loose even, right? Cutting through that stagnant energy, okay? Page of Pentacles. This is now, you know your value. You have like, you have something in your possession now that you know it's within your reach, within your grasp. Look at this person grasping for the coins. I'll pull it up closer so you can see. Right, the coins are dropping, falling out, right? And they're literally trying to catch, right? Maybe someone was trying to catch you when you were leaving, or didn't want you to leave also, or did not want you to stop giving the monies. Or it could be that when you left, when you stopped investing, someone was losing money. They started losing out. Okay, maybe they had to start all over again. This is the Page of Pentacles. Maybe you are starting all over again, but this person literally has the pentacles in their reach, in their hand. They're holding on to it. This is their wish fulfillment. This is the peacock, which represents prosperity and beauty even, but more so in regards to the pentacles, prosperity, okay? Something that has the potential to grow, to become very stable. That will make someone very happy. All right, so that's what you're looking at now. That's what you're going to be experiencing now. That's the energy that you're coming into at this time, whoever this is. Maybe in the past you had to work really hard and felt like giving up because it was too much, and had your guards up because what you were creating, it's like you're juggling multiple things right here, and that wasn't making you feel good. That's the past energy, okay? That's what was happening over there. That's the confirmation. All right. One or two more and let's wrap it up, please. Anything else? Yeah, the Eight of Wands with the Lovers. Yeah, what's going on there? All right, so you're definitely coming into something you have been wanting, maybe praying for, like we said already, hoping for, wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups, being like very indulgent now, right? You're going to be able to indulge a little. So if you weren't able to indulge in the past, you're going to be able to indulge a little bit more. You're going to have a lot of opportunities or options presented to you at this time, okay? Okay, yeah. You're having other options coming in at this time for you, and you deserve this, right? This new energy you definitely deserve. Wow, perfect way to end the message. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. That's interesting. I'm just gonna leave that there for you to see. What's up underneath? Okay, all right. So here is the Ten of Pentacles with the Hierophant, okay? So someone is coming into a bag of money, so to speak, okay? It's just, it's a sense of wealth. It's a sense of completion, okay? So yeah, completion. It's almost like whatever you've been working towards, you've been very faithful. Your prayers are even answered, right? The Hierophant could be someone who prays, someone who brings forth guidance as well. There's abundance that's coming with this role, this figure, this energy is bringing in substantial wealth, longevity. I mean, getting good health, like someone like long life, right? This is not going to be a short-lived experience. This is something that you have definitely worked for, and it's gonna pay off. Okay, if you were losing money in the beginning, if you were losing sleep in the beginning, something is gonna pay off for you. All right, something is definitely gonna pay off. I'll just show this to you, right, in the long run, right, because you were very committed to this situation. Okay, very committed to this situation. So okay, yep, I'll leave that there. That's the message, collective. Let me know if it resonates. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.